How dare you? How dare you create a world in which there is such misery that is not our fault?
Hello, my name is John Fontaine and I just want to speak about a recent video that is going viral on YouTube. I'm actually a Muslim and I want to speak about the Muslim perspective of what actual Stephen Fry had to say about atheism. Now, he actually was being interviewed and he said that atheism is not only about not believing in a God, but if there was a God, then he can't understand why why we have these what so-called problems of evil. So he's actually questioning that why does God allow certain things to happen, and this is a big problem which he has. So we can clearly see that his atheism is actually led on this problem of evil. Now, from the Islamic perspective, this is a very simple answer. God tells us in the Quran that this life is simply a test, and that He will test us with good and bad. Okay, so things that we perceive to be good and things that we perceive to be bad are both equally a test from God, because Allah wants to see, God wants to see who is the best among us, because this life is a test. Now, Allah also tells us in the Quran, God tells us in the Quran that it may be that we might like a thing that is bad. We might like a thing that is bad for us, and we may hate a thing that is good for us. Okay, and we can see this. There's a big wisdom in this. We know this in society. We see it in society today. We see alcohol. Society likes it. So, another point I want to raise is that if what Stephen is saying, where he says that there's no God because of all the evil, then that doesn't prove that there's no God. So under atheism, we can't actually say that something is objectively evil. And what I mean by this is that under atheism, we can see that morality changes. So what was acceptable in society 100 years ago and not acceptable is different to what is acceptable in society today. So this is something that you can't claim as an atheist, that something is absolutely right or wrong. It's very clear that you have to have a creator, you have to have a God to actually have these claims, such as that murder is wrong, and other things. So, to everyone, I just ask you, don't fall for this atheist narrative, these flimsy arguments that they bring against God, to try to just justify not acknowledging God or not worshipping God. And I advise everyone, please, go and read the Quran.